What is the best way to handle gender transition day in and day out? I think the first thing you have to understand is that this is a long process, and it is a process that requires patience. And I know for me, I'm not a really patient person because I have a lot of tenacity, and that means I go after something until I get it. And I've had to completely change my mindset with transitioning, where it's almost understanding that the end goal is not one thing. The end goal is daily steps toward fulfillment, happiness, satisfaction. Essentially every day is trying to just put one more piece of the puzzle in place, and eventually you'll look at the full picture and see what you've always wanted to see. Transition, a lot of people look at it wrong, or the way that it's posed, especially by the media, is that it's this one-time decision. The reality is you choose to transition every day, because it is a self-propelled thing. It is something that nobody else is telling you to do. Nobody else is putting that importance in there. It's this driving thing inside of you. And understanding that you cannot go into transition with the idea of, okay, I'm going to set one goal and I'm going to reach that goal and then I'm going to be happy. That's not the way it works. Instead, what you have to do is you have to set essentially daily goals. And they can be small goals. And sometimes it's just stepping outside your comfort zone, or tackling a new task, tackling a new ability, something you haven't been able to do before. I know for me, once I'm done with the surgery part of my journey, I plan on working on braiding, diving fully into that, because I really want to be able to braid my hair in all kinds of different ways. It's constantly putting in the pieces of who you are as a person, and getting to see that picture come together over the years of transition. I think a lot of people get overwhelmed by the journey because it's so easy to look at it in this big picture. Like, someday I'll reach that place. Someday I'll find happy. Someday I'll be... No, it's not someday. It's every day I'm fulfilled a little bit more because of this and because of that. And you want to have that mindset. Like, that needs to be your goal daily, is what can I do today that fulfills me a little bit more than the day before in my transition? If it's making a friend, if it's, whatever it is. Set little goals for yourself. Live in your reality. Live in your identity. Don't just let it be something that you think is all going to fall together. Because we create our story. Those of us who transition, we are literally telling people, hey, the story you know about me is not the story I want told. I'm going to rewrite it. Rewrite your story. And focus on any detail that you want.